So for some reason, that particular one had an issue. I don't know why, but whatever. Actually, since we're just chasing the threads, it probably would be sufficient simply to run it down with a screw gun or something.
It's okay.
So I wonder if putting that in actually means that we could get a regular bolt in without making it longer and putting a nut on the bottom. Like if, I don't know, I can't recall a time where I've had luck with the method I just proposed. I think it does need
I did
a
not
nut.
even understand what you just...
Well, I was saying, let's say you chase the threads with that tap, then is it possible to put a regular bolt in it and have it work, or are you cutting away the metal that would be used?
It's going down.
Yeah, it's just really long. That would be used to hold it together, hold the joint together. It's probably good to run it all the way down, because even if the threads aren't used by the normal screw, they're going to be used by the longer one that has a nut on the other side. I guess the other choice is we run it up from the bottom. See, because right now, this is totally serviceable from the top. But if we put a nut underneath it, then we have to remove the spring to get it out. So I don't know, maybe. What do we see? What do you notice?
Can I have the light again? Again.
It's kind of weird. It almost has a spot with no threads in the middle of it. What's that? Are they just totally munged up?
Pretty hosed. However, I think that's the problem, because the ones at the base look fine.
Okay.
Let me try.
So they weren't being
this.
utilized, maybe, huh? It's super bright.
So the
And this is
thickness
not
that you
down
get
yet?
is 446.
Okay.
So it's that. Yeah. I mean, we need it to be longer.
You would. Do you want to try it without the bolt?
Sure.
Nut?
Yeah. Let me go get another one from the bin and see what we can do.
You don't want to use this one?
Well, no, because if we can take advantage of all the threads that are there that haven't been taken advantage of before, then maybe we can just use it, you know?
I don't understand. Not use this bolt?
So here's one that, well, it's got a lot of shank on it, though it might not work. Let's say here's one that could go down further.
Yeah.
And acquire those threads, but it's got so much shank on it, it might not actually work.
You need a shank like in the middle.
So, and the threads on this are actually pretty hosed up anyway, so we get you a different one.
Alright.
Yeah, but I don't understand how they could have it where the threads aren't in the middle. Is that a bigger area? Is it like a wider diameter, or what is it?
No, it's just same outer diameter threads, I think.
Okay. This one's a little better. It also looks like it's bent. This one's a little longer. Oh my gosh, that's a grade 8 bolt. That's serious business. Okay, here's our selection. Wow, this one's a body bolt that for a Triumph bent too, but I don't think that matters much. Had a wire wheel around this town, and here's one that will suffice.
Those stairs are so gorgeous.
Which stairs?
The new stairs.
Oh, Okay, this is the bolt for a Triumph, probably a GT6 that holds the body to the frame. I also have, so here's the lengths that I have.
Whoa.
This is the longest of the bunch. Let me clean this one up. If we screw this one in, will it go down all the way? Like, would it go to the very bottom of those threads that don't look like they've had much action?
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't have a shank on it, but it doesn't really need a shank. I mean, the other three have a shank.
Well, this is the one that did not, that was old.
Yeah, and the threads are kind of munged up.
It may.
Normally, you don't ever want to use an impact tool or a power tool on a bolt that has got suspect threads because it'll tear the threads out.
Right. Yeah, it goes through.
Okay, so back it up until it's flush, and then we'll measure the stack height of the shock absorber as well as the washers in their compressed state for the case of the spring washer. So this is,
10.
let's not do that, 3.8 millimeters, 3.7 millimeters, and then this thing is
4 or something.
10.7.
Oh.
plus 3.4 is 14. So 14 millimeters. Is right there. Okay, so are you at the bottom? Are you flush there?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
What?
Yeah. The only thing is it doesn't have a shank, so it's not going to be laterally indexing relative to the
Well, there's
Other
3 others.
3 others.
So let's call that good and can you turn the music off? Or just stop?
I turned the streaming on, which means turning the music off.
Okay.
What we could use is like a little tiny speaker, but then we'd have some wonky music playing in the background. It's super lo-fi.
The best thing to do is just no on music.
And have all the streams get canceled.
Oh, like in our ears.
It would be. So I think that's part of Bluetooth 5, is that you can have simultaneous multiple connections.
Yeah, maybe this page up isn't as bad. It looked good here.
What? We need one more nut and wash bolt and washer. I don't know what it would be. These are all the buggered ones. That one's actually okay. I just need a this guy that'll work.
Yeah.
I also don't like how this thing pitches. That makes me think that there's a buildup of finish on it. And it's trying to compress that finish when it goes down. Yeah, when I was tightening up these bolts, this whole damper assembly was pitching one way or another. So that makes me think that there's a surplus of pore 15 in that location. Here, tighten that guy up, will you? See how it feels. Pay attention to your secondary undesired moment there, so you don't roll the tool off. That's probably great. Good. any of these bolts was to fail, the threads to fail, the one I would choose to fail is this one, because it is only used in rebound. This doesn't feel like anything's happening. What's going on? Piece of crap. It's only used in rebound. So if you lift up on this damper at high speed, the damper is going to resist that motion, and it's going to apply tensile force to these two bolts. Okay? But then, when the spring is fighting that and pushing down, so let's say you fly the car off a jump or something, well, the spring is going to want to push this whole assembly down, go into full droop, and the thing that's going to resist that is this, the forces inside the shock absorber. So the whole shock absorber will want to rotate, which puts these back bolts in tension. So the thing about it is the maximum force that's ever going to be driving this thing down is the spring. But the maximum force that can drive this up is impacting something on the road, like a speed bump or somebody's leg. So the forces on these two bolts can be much higher, but the forces on these two bolts in vertical direction can only be as hard as the spring can push down.
And the difference is because one will take it this direction, one will take it this direction.
Yeah, well, this is a double acting cylinder set,
Yeah.
so it always resists whether you're going up or down. Unlike a conventional modern shock absorber, they don't behave the same way in rebound as in loading. Now that would be considered to be a benefit, but the MGB has unique handling characteristics that are provided by its dampers. The dampers that you may find enjoyable. You may like the way it handles. They have kits that you can buy to convert this to a conventional style damper, where it's got tubular dampers.
Tubular.
Especially ones that are externally adjustable. So you just turn a little knob.
Is so cool.
It really is cool.
All the pieces are coming on.
So one other option you have for this is to actually squeeze these with something.
That will not get in the way of these.
Right. But I don't know that this is the way to do that.
What's the notch here for?
It's the index point for the bolt that doesn't rotate. So we need to loosen these up to get it on. Is that what you're telling me?
This on this side of the arm. I think it's this arm comes up, and on the end there's like a cut on this face, and it might be the.
I thought you were just asking me, do we need to loosen these?
No, did you just do that?
I'm loosening it right now because we need to put the thing in there.
I was trying to do that, and I was not strong enough.
That's okay. It's only 10:30.
10:30. Time for bed.
The Alexa lady's telling us to go to bed, or the Google lady, whatever. Okay, so that's fine. That can be spread even further if need be.
If I sing songs, will YouTube say that's copyrighted material?
Depends how good you are, I suppose. Now it's sort of like it's a little bit mal-centered or something. It's weird. Okay. All right, that one's ready. Let me loosen the other one.
What?
Get your shiny goldenrod bolt.
Thanks.
We can maximize all the pleasure with this thing,
What?
as they say. I don't know, that was the thing that you were playing on your
The song?
music.
Nothing can make it better.
Of course, we may not have any listeners if we sing.
They're lost.
Oh, I didn't even check this one to see if it needed to get wider, but I suppose
It did.
probably automatically does. Boy, it's very
sticky.
yeah, it's a weird and complicated front end. Mm-hmm.
But it's not even a problem with the.
No, I think we have to put a what do you call it? We have to put a spreader in there of sorts.
Or we could go to bed. Do it
Could
when
go to
we're
bed.
fresh and ready.
I'll show you my favorite spreading technique these days. It's the double lever.
Oh. There you go.
Concurrent opposition.
Yeah.
Needs to be a little more. Let me
Yeah.
push these next to each other. There we go.
Logo.
The goldenrod bolt. Oh, I lift them up. There. There we go. This got to go this way a little bit.
Look, I
About
put
that?
it on the right side.
You totally did. That's got to go a little like this. Yahoo baby, you did it. Next.
Where's the other gold?
I don't know. Beautiful.
You might need to unscrew this one.
I don't know that it's either much possible or necessary. You gotta look it up, I think. Yeah. Tiny
I
hammer for
need
you.
this one.
If you pull it while you're doing that, then you somewhat counteract the inertia for it to remain in the same location.
We're gonna spin it.
Sounded different. Okay, so that's that.
Nope.
No, not happy with that one. Okay, super cool. Now these, I think they have a lock washer and then this castellated nut, but I don't know why they really need a lock washer, because why do you need to hold preload on something that, wait a second. It does have a castellated nut, but I don't know if the lock washer is going to impede it going down far enough to get the split pin in.
Is there a hole?
Yeah, and these goldenrod bolts there's a hole. Is that 5/8? Oh no. 16ths? I can't tell. Typically you wouldn't have a castellated nut and
Even without the lock washer, it's not going to be far enough.
well, consider the fact that you have to compress it up against the bolts or the rubbers.
Yeah, I'm
Those-
thinking
Those
you might-
rubbers were giving us all the troubles.
we need to preload
Is
it.
this it? No, it's fine. There you go. You can use that guy.
To,
Just tighten it up. See what happens. Because remember, these rubbers were kind of not going in all the way, right? They didn't go in all the way to the whatchamacallit.
yeah.
So So therefore, it might work just fine.
Here 2-4. Did you put the thing on it?
I didn't. I was just gonna see what happens with it on there, because the book says, but we're so many years away from what was originally designed and built.
Okay, well.
It wouldn't. Did you put the nut on?
No.
Or did you put the washer on?
No.
And how's it looking?
Fine.
Yeah. Giving advice. Giving advice. Giving advice. 'Cause I'm nice. Okay, it's just destroying the lock washer. Look at that.
Oh, jeez.
It's opening it up. So I'm just going to take it off.
Yeah,
Because
I don't have mine on.
if you have a castellated nut, there's really no reason at all to
Okay,
have
have
a
we
lock
put one
washer.
of these pins in? I don't know which one.
Put in the...
Did I grease it?
Hang on a second. Why did they give you more than... Oh, you got 2 here.
There's some that are different sizes.
No, you don't need to. There should be 2. 2 for the bottom. Oh, there's one on the outside here. And I think the outside one...
Do I need to grease it?
No. I don't know which one is which. This is the smallest one. The 3 others may be the same size. Unless they didn't
That's
give
pretty
us
big.
the ones for that. Oh, that doesn't matter. You cut the ends off that you don't really need anyway. So.
Should I put it like this? For the other one?
Well, is it tight? It needs to actually be really quite tight.
Is what type?
That castellated nut?
Yeah.
Is it easy tight?
Yeah.
Okay, let me roll over there and see how tight I can make it.
Okay. Do you want me to make that one easy tight?
Where's the hole? Oh, there it
Easy
is.
tight.
Probably doesn't need to be quite that.
Strong.
That'll work.
What the hell?
Hmm? Hmm? Probably good. Okay, sweet. Sweet nuts. I was only joking. What you got?
This is the old managing editor before me and then after me.
Who's T Dollar?
T Money. Timothy Wang.
Wang. Okay, are we done yet? It's only 15 minutes till 11.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.
Okay. You can go ahead and split that pin.
Split the pin. Each side.
Typically what people do is they punch one leg down and they roll the other leg over the top to meet like that. So one leg comes over like this, and then the other one goes down. And usually what people do is they punch that with a punch and then trim it off.
Punch it with a punch. What kind of
Fruit punch. Because I'm nice.
that's totally it. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Then you can have your fun.
Do you need a pin over here?
I do. That makes 2.
Well, that's cool. Look, it's the same.
Orientation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something to that. I think the pinhole is meaningfully clocked, but I don't know why that would even need to be the case. I just think it is the case.
Like right there, because that's where it's going to end up.
Oh.
Keep going. That's great. That's super great.
Oh, look at that. I saw it come apart.
Yep, low cycle fatigue. All right, and then you want to trim this other part here because you don't want the sharp business hanging out. So you can pound it down or something, or trim it off with a clipper or whatever. But
Kind of cool.
well, these are really low strength, so any kind of clipper is good. You can use a nipper. Like that, just clip it off there or something. That's good. Okay, so the only thing left is the springs. You can't use a clipper nipper. Oh, we also have to tighten this top thing until the rotation has got the right preload on it, which is, or the right play. What was it, 8 to 13 thousandths, which for us means just tighten until it binds and then
Same
back it
go.
off a tiny bit. That's kind of a dumb nip anyway, so let me get you the one. You need the torque. Hello, you gonna come and check us out? You gonna walk in and see what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. You like seeing your people do the stuff?
I do. I just put Oscar to bed. Well, he's getting a glass of water.
Okay, wait, Mom, for the full effect, I'll show you the before picture.
I didn't realize it was almost 11. I've been
Me
having
neither.
such a nice chat with Oscar.
You have. That's nice.
Little meal deal. Did you have to take it out when you were there?
That's not going to change. Oh, I guess
Oh,
it
this
will.
is the.
So we don't have that steering rack on there, but that's right there. Don't have these plates on there, but they're there. But we have new ones over there.
What are the plates for? Brakes?
And the hubs on the ends, but those will be new. It'll all be silver, all of it.
What's going to be silver?
These plates, the plates are in that box over there, and the hubs are.
They're steel, though,
They're right
right?
there. Yeah, they're just.
Boy, that's really weird. You tighten this down, it sets the clearance on the kingpins, the vertical clearance. It's so strange.
Did you send a picture of it to Hunter?
No,
I'm
not
really
yet.
excited.
Okay. Is there paint I could put in here?
Sure.
You guys might want to.
Boy, I'm just really uncomfortable with how loose that is. How loose this nut is.
Well, we can ask Brad about it.
Yes, we can.
And
I love how you made tables in here.
Yeah.
Shoot, I think that's even rubbing on the lower thing. Is it possible we could put a thing in there? Like a washer in there?
What does the picture say?
There is
All it says is,
one, Dad.
oh, wait a second, that's unloaded with the weight of the car. No, there's no washer down there, it's just a rubber.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Rubber. You want to put a washer there?
No, I don't. But when this is pushing down with massive amounts of force and this spindle is pushing up with massive amounts of force, it totally opens up that joint, and the only thing that's there is the rubber, which is fine. All the bearing load is right here.
Okay.
So anyway, I was just kind of freaking and geeking because it was spinning, it was scratching the bottom trunnion.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't need to worry about it. I don't like how, well, you do it and you see how uneasy you feel about the whole thing. Where's the wood? Hang on there, girly town. Where's the piece of wood? It's going to make your life a whole lot easier. Yeah, let's do that. We'll try to do it.
Where do you want to put it?
That's good. Okay. Now, with your other hand, you're going to be feeling to where that begins to get some level of resistance. And I would say over tighten it and then back it off. Because that way you can kind of load the stack a little bit.
Oh, that was like immediate.
Right? Weird, huh? And then that feels too loose, doesn't it?
This?
Yeah, and we don't have to worry about that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's, let me get you a different tool.
Cars are nice.
Now, this tool is normally used for torquing, but it's just advantageous here because it has no Lizzo. It has no ratcheting action, so you can set this and feel it with your hand. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You're feeling this here. You're not
Unless
looking.
it's-
No, you're not looking at that. You're just feeling it. You probably would even work better if your eyes closed. You want to have the very slight amount of resistance with your left hand.
No,
like
I'm going to the point where there's no resistance.
Okay, yeah, we'll call that no resistance.
This is some resistance.
Well, just call it no resistance.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Weird, huh? And we expect that
That's
thing
good.
not to turn.
Looks like what thing?
This nut not to turn.
You want to try that?
Yeah, or the whole thing falls onto the ground. So how retarded
You
is
don't
that?
put a...
I know. The other one came with the thing. With the cross. No, just set that one the same way.
Oh, yours is closer to the tight plate than mine.
Okay. Well, it's 8 to 13,000.
It gets stuck closer here.
Don't worry about that. You'll never be able to turn the wheels that far.
That's so cool. Because a lot of time we're just dealing with like this. It's like, oh, it's just
Yeah.
piece of metal. But
Now it
then
moves.
now there's like, this is going to impact the entire driving experience.
It totally is.
It is the driving experience.
It really is the driving experience.
Okay, that's fine. I don't really know
It's going to drive the experience.
if I have wisdom to-
Okay, that's it. Now we need to grease the hell out of these things. Except not now. Tomorrow we need to grease the hell out of them.
Great.
And I would just feel like so much more comfortable if we drilled a hole through the side of that thing and put a pin in it.
Oh boy.
You with
For
the
some
dirty
reason my
phone.
shirt is greasy. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I better get the photograph of you in it.
Use your arm.
We can post it to the gram.
Graham, huh? Where's the grid? No grid?
Doot, 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 doot. God, is that nice. Okay, look alive. All right, there she
I
is.
should have been shocked at the shock absorbers. Right? No?
I guess.
Only car people would.
Dampen your enthusiasm.
Yeah. Absorb the shock and dampen.
Wow, that's great. I text this to somebody, but they're probably sleeping. You know who's not sleeping?
Brayden.
Hunter. Who? Oh, he's got to work tomorrow, doesn't he? Well, if you call it work. You call it, what is it?
So this, there's a plate that goes in here.
Yep.
And there's a spring that goes up inside here.
Yep.
And it's the big spring, and I don't know where it is right now, but
Pan, spring pan in the spring.
yeah, that goes in there. Let me redo that video because it's too long. Okay, can I see that?
The tap,
No.
the spring.
The spring, big spring, goes on a plate in here, and then it goes up. Oh, it goes up into that cavity.
Yeah,
And
it
that's
does.
the shock absorber. And this is the kingpin assembly. And we got some rubber. Rubber there. Yep.
So tomorrow we need to figure out how to, what is it?
Get some.
Put those springs in. And then.
Yeah.
And then put the bearings on. Maybe we want to do the bearings before the springs.
What's your work schedule tomorrow? Because I'm planning on doing some homework on my mom at the office. Or while she's at the office.
Oh, I don't know. I think I have an early day tomorrow.
Okay, I'll just do my work in the morning.
Bye.
What? Goodbye. It's finished.